Good evening, folks. This is Brian for Rumble Roses Wrestling, and I am joined tonight by my broadcast partner, Chris, and the Rumble Roses champion, Sergeant Clements. Tonight, we have the second match of the Redemption Bracket featuring Makoto Aihara versus Evil Rose. Last weekend, Candy Cane defeated Aisha in a surprising turn of events as the crowd cheered Candy Cane on for the first time in her career. But will the crowd still support her if Makoto defeats Evil Rose tonight and end up facing off against Candy Cane for the third time? After Candy assaulted Makoto in their first encounter, Makoto came back stronger and defeated her. They both had a chance to challenge our previous champion, Reiko Hinamoto, but both lost to her in their respective title bouts. So if they end up squaring off once again, it's sure to be a match for the ages. Otherwise, if Evil Rose defeats Makoto tonight, who knows if Candy's newfound honor will be enough to contend against her. Who will face Candy Cane in the finals next weekend? Stay tuned to find out.
Please welcome to the ring the Judo Babe Makoto Aihara.
Ugh, what is wrong with these people? Why are they cheering on such a weak and feeble loser?
You know how they are. They like to celebrate mediocrity, which is why we have this redemption bracket, instead of starting a fresh new tournament with the entire roster again. It's so sad to see the company pity the losers of the first round from the #1 contender tournament. If you ask me, they shouldn't even be given their own little tournament, because that's no way to inspire the competitive spirit.
Makoto may have not won the last couple of matches she's had, but it's safe to say that she's earned her stripes with the incredible performances she put on in each of them.
And her opponent, hailing from parts unknown, Evil Rose.
Now here is a ferocious competitor worth cheering for. Evil Rose may have lost against our new and superior champion, Sergeant Clements. But had she faced off against anyone else, she would have won.
Yeah, they don't call her the Beast for nothing, but I've tamed a many beast back in my day, so she wasn't no trouble for me.
Oh, I bet she wasn't, because you're clearly the best wrestler on the roster. The belt around your slender waist isn't enough to prove that. You've got the looks, you've got the moves, you've got everything that all these other low-value women don't have.
The ability to say that they've pegged and ball-gagged you?
Dixie, unlike my previous broadcast partner, Will, I'd like to keep my love life private.
We spend one night together and you call that a love life? Ha! Don't make me choke. That's your job.
Need I remind you, too, that this is a family show? Family show! And our matchup begins. Makoto Aihara versus Evil Rose. Who will face Candy Cane in the finals to get a title shot against Sergeant Clements?
It don't matter to me. None of these girls can stand up to a woman like me. If they think they've got a chance, I'll gladly show how them mistaken they are.
Yeah, you will.
Step on them the way you step on me, Mommy.
This crowd is just livid with how Evil Rose is dominating the sweet and innocent Makoto.
Oh, great. She's dropping her on her head. Now she's gonna be even dumber.
God, she is dumb. After losing to such a lousy champion in Reiko, you'd think Makoto would have the sense to just quit. If you can't even beat Reiko, you've got no business competing in this company. Speaking of that egomaniac Reiko, I take it that her ego was shattered so much by Sergeant Clements that she's turned tail from the company herself?
Nah, she just went on a little vacation with that boy toy of hers so she can soothe her hurt little feelings. She's welcome to come back so I can beat her up again.
Tremendous trade of counters between these women. But in the end, Evil Rose gets one over Makoto. Yet somehow Makoto is able to recover quickly and deliver a fury of strikes. But yes, my son Will did take Reiko out on vacation. I hope they have a lovely time.
Lovely enough to grant you some grandchildren?
Maybe somewhere down the line. Barb and I would love that, but not right now.
God, imagine having children. Why would you ever ruin your life like that? They're just a bunch of loud and snot-nosed ankle biters.
Quite the contrary, Chris. If you know what you're doing as a parent, children could be a joy to have. Will and Shelley were certainly a joy to raise and have around. And now they've both grown into wonderful individuals.
Not to doubt your parenting skills or anything, but something went wrong with Will along the way if he's letting that egomaniac Reiko rub off on him. You heard him in the way he talked with that fake-ass voice of his whenever Reiko joined us on commentary. If I were you, I'd smack him around some more like you used to when he was younger and force him to speak properly
I actually
again.
never laid a hand on him and won't start now, but with the way you're talking, it's giving me more than enough insight on how your childhood must have been like.
Now, Brian, do you know how arrogant it is to play armchair psychologist? You should stick to what you know before you embarrass yourself. Call out some wrestling moves and what else does this here feller do? I guess all you can do is call out some wrestling moves and call it a day. Stay in your lane.
Speaking of arms, Makoto is really working that arm of Evil Rose.
Yeah, just like that. Good boy.
One cannot deny the authoritative prowess of Sergeant Clements. Her word is law.
Did I say that you could speak, bottom boy?
I was just backing up what you were saying to Brian.
Save it. I don't need your backup. And you better back up before you get too close to me. You know what I'll do to you if you get too close.
Maybe that's what I want you to do.
We are now 3 minutes into this match between Makoto and Evil Rose, and God, if I have to listen to more of my co-commentators flirt. If that's what you could even call what's happening here between the champion Clements and Chris here, I swear I'm going to request an extended leave of absence. But unfortunately, I need to hold down the fort until the end of this tournament and the resulting championship match from it. On top of Will and Reiko having their little honeymoon, she needs to recover from injuries and he needs to recover from vocal strain. And I certainly can't allow for Chris to be the head commentator if all he's going to do is undersell our top talent and make everyone watching at home lose interest in our product entirely.
Can you blame me, though? Look how weak and feeble Makoto looks in trying to fight back against Evil Rose here.
Yeah. I highly doubt we're going to see the snorefest that would have been Candy Cane versus Makoto.
Evil Rose whips Makoto into the corner
And she's deciding this one-sided match is finally over, so she puts Makoto into her patented daredevil driver.
But will it be enough to keep the judo babe down for the count?
And here is your winner, moving on to the finals, Evil Rose.
There's nothing as beautiful and deadly as a rose.
And just as our ring announcer Carl just said, Evil Rose defeats Makoto and moves on to the finals to face off against Candy Cane in this redemption bracket.
Color me shocked.
Join us next weekend to see who will be the first to challenge our new champion, Sergeant Clements. Until then, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. This has been Brian, Chris, and Dixie for Rumble Roses Wrestling on the Sinless Assassins channel, signing out.